You know, humanitarian aid for civilians in Gaza could come to a stop by the end of today. That's what we heard from the UN, right? The UN's been warning that the ongoing fuel shortage would halt its operation and also exacerbate the growing crisis in Gaza. Approximately 160,000 liters of fuel a day are needed in Gaza. That's what a UN spokesperson has said. That's on a normal daily basis. Well, the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, have responded to the warning from the UN, saying that Hamas is hoarding over 500,000 liters of fuel. And if the UN needs fuel, the IDF says they should, quote, ask Hamas if they can have some. We'll get to that with the IDF in a few minutes, but right now on the ground from Jerusalem to pick up reporting on the story is correspondent Jon Gambrell. So basically, John, the UN's been saying there are tough choices that have to be made very soon on the situation in Gaza.
That's right. The situation is incredibly dire, and we have seen aid shipments come in from Egypt. But as you mentioned before, the Israelis are still blocking fuel from going in. One UN official that spoke to us today described it as just a hard choice. Do you give fuel to bakeries to make bread? Do you give fuel to hospitals to power life-saving equipment and incubators for children? We also heard from from Doctors Without Borders today that say that there's not enough clean water at these hospitals to stop infections, to clean out wounds, and that they're starting to have to do a lot of amputations. One doctor with Doctors Without Borders had to do an amputation on a 9-year-old boy in a hospital corridor while his family watched.
What would you say, John, if anything, about the sourcing of the information inside of Gaza? It's so difficult to have any kind of visibility there. You're reporting from Jerusalem and also relying to some extent, I suppose, on Hamas for some of the numbers, since they are the government in Gaza. But you have the UN, you have the IDF. How have you been able to put together these numbers and try to paint a picture of what's really happening? It's difficult, right?
I would say that the Associated Press is very lucky to have reporters who are very brave on the ground right now in Gaza. They're in southern Gaza, dodging these airstrikes and continuing to report. Now, I will say this, that it is complicated to try to get any sort of data out of Gaza because of sort of what we've seen from the Hamas authorities. There's been some confusion about casualty figures that we've seen, like with that hospital blast from a couple of days ago. But, you know, our AP people are still there. They're still reporting, and they're doing the best job that they can under those circumstances.
Well, that's a very good point. The Associated Press, such a well-resourced organization, you're reporting for them from Jerusalem that there are colleagues on the ground in Gaza is part of it. Thank you, John, for your reporting, as always. Jon Gambrell live for us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.